The morning sun spilled across the grand estate, turning every marble pillar into gold. Maria stood at the enormous gate, clutching her small bag tightly. Her freshly ironed maid's uniform looked neat, but her eyes told another story: sleepless nights, heavy thoughts, and a heart full of worry. Her younger brother was sick in the hospital, and the bills were growing faster than hope. This new job, at one of the richest mansions in the city, was her last chance to keep him alive. From that day forward, she promised herself one thing: she would hold onto this job no matter what it took. But she could never have imagined that one simple sentence would turn her world upside down. Before we go further, if you believe in kindness, in miracles, and in the power of love that asks for nothing in return, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to HOA Chronicles, where we share stories that heal hearts. Maria's new employer was Adrien Cole, the name whispered across the city as the millionaire with everything except trust. People said his money came from pain, that he'd once loved deeply and lost everything to betrayal. He rarely smiled, rarely spoke. His world was made of glass, stone, and silence. To Maria, he was just the man whose floors she polished and whose coffee she prepared, cold, distant, unreachable. Until one stormy evening, the thunder rolled as a black car pulled up in the driveway. From it stepped a woman in a white dress, elegant and confident, holding a glass of champagne as if the world belonged to her. It was Vanessa, Adrien's ex-wife, a woman of status, beauty, and pride. She hadn't been there for years, and the moment she walked in, the air grew heavier. Maria froze as Adrien called her to the hall. Vanessa's sharp gaze scanned Maria's uniform with disgust. "And who is this?" she sneered. "Another servant replacing me." But Adrien didn't flinch. He turned to Maria, his eyes unreadable. Then, in a calm but firm tone, said the words that made her heart stop. "Tell her I'm your husband." Maria blinked. The room spun for a second. Vanessa's smirk disappeared. "What did you just say?" she demanded. Adrien stepped closer to Maria, his hand resting gently but protectively on her shoulder. "You heard me," he said softly. "I'm her husband." The mansion fell silent. Even the rain outside seemed to pause. Maria wanted to speak, to tell the truth, but one look into his eyes stopped her. There was something behind them: pain, fear, a plea. So she stayed quiet and nodded. Vanessa's face went pale. Without another word, she turned and stormed out. When her car disappeared down the driveway, Maria finally whispered, "Sir, why did you say that?" Adrien stood at the window, watching the storm fade. "For once," he said, "I wanted to protect someone who didn't want anything from me." He paused, voice trembling just slightly. "She loved my money, my name, never me. But you reminded me what honesty looks like." Maria said nothing. But in that moment, she saw not a millionaire, but a lonely man hiding behind gold walls. Days passed, and rumors began to spread. The mysterious new wife of Adrien Cole. Reporters crowded the gates, flashes of cameras haunting her every step. "I should leave," Maria told him one night, tears in her eyes. "I don't belong here." Adrien stopped her gently. "If you leave, they'll win. Stay, Maria, please." So she stayed. Weeks turned into quiet mornings, shared smiles, and unexpected laughter. Adrien began joining her for coffee. He asked about her brother, about her life before this mansion, and one night she found him sitting by the fireplace, staring at an old photo of his mother, eyes full of regret and loneliness. That night, Maria realized he wasn't cold. He was broken, but peace doesn't last forever. Vanessa returned, this time with lawyers. She accused Adrien of lies, manipulation, and humiliation. She wanted revenge. Court hearings followed, the media exploded, and Maria's world started crumbling again. "I can't let you do this for me," she cried. But Adrien took her hands. "This isn't just about us," he said. "It's about standing for what's right." And in court, the truth finally surfaced. Adrien exposed Vanessa's deceit, her betrayal, her greed. Then he revealed how Maria had once saved his company by returning a lost confidential document she found, one that could have made her rich if she had sold it. "She could have destroyed me," Adrien said before everyone. But she didn't. Because character isn't about what you gain, it's about what you choose to protect. The courtroom fell silent. Vanessa's pride shattered under the truth. Her case collapsed, and the judgment fell in Adrien's favor. Outside, cameras flashed, but this time, not for scandal, for grace. Weeks later, Maria's brother recovered from surgery, quietly paid for by Adrien, though he never mentioned it. One evening, as the sunset painted the sky in gold, Adrien joined Maria on the balcony with 2 cups of tea. "You could have left," he said softly. "And you could have fired me," she replied. He smiled for the first time. "You taught me that true wealth isn't counted in millions, it's found in kindness." Maria's eyes filled with tears. She had entered this mansion as a maid, but left a mark deeper than fortune. If this story touched your heart and reminded you that love and honesty still exist, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to HOA Chronicles. Because sometimes, even the richest hearts need to be reminded what love truly means. And that's how the words, "Tell them I'm your husband," changed everything forever.